Jack Ma is living proof that rejection is not the end of the road. It is only the beginning. Before becoming one of the richest entrepreneurs in the world, before building Alibaba into a global empire, Jack Ma was rejected. Again and again, he failed. Exams. He was denied jobs. He was told he would never succeed. He even applied to KFC once, and out of 24 applicants, 23 were hired. The only one rejected was Jack. But most people would see that as a sign to quit, but not Jack. Instead of letting rejection break him, he used it as fuel. He turned every no into energy to keep moving forward. His life is one of the greatest modern examples of persistence, vision, and resilience. Jack Ma was born in 1964 in Hangzhou, China. His family was poor, and life was not easy. As a child, Jack struggled in school. He failed primary school twice and middle school 3 times. He was not considered a good student. His teachers thought he was slow and he had no special talent. But Jack was curious, and he had a deep desire to learn. As a teenager, Jack would ride his bicycle every morning to a hotel where foreign tourists stayed. He would offer them free tours of the city, just so he could practice English. He was never paid for this. Instead, he earned something far more valuable. He learned about the world outside of China. He opened his mind to new ideas and new ways of thinking. He built confidence in himself. After finishing high school, Jack faced more challenges. He failed the university entrance exam, not once, but twice. Finally, on his 3rd attempt, he passed and was admitted to Hangzhou Normal University. Even in college, he was not an outstanding student, but he never stopped trying. He studied hard, he practiced English constantly, and he prepared himself for the future. After graduation, Jack applied to 30 different jobs and was rejected from every single one. He tried to become a police officer, but was told he was not fit. He tried hotels and restaurants, but was turned away. Out of 24 people who applied to KFC, 23 were hired. The only one rejected was Jack. Most people would have lost hope, but Jack refused. He believed rejection was not a wall. It was a test, a way of building strength. Every rejection gave him more determination to find his own path. In 1995, Jack had the opportunity to visit the United States. There he discovered something that would change his life forever: the internet. At that time in China, almost nobody had heard of the internet. Jack searched for the word beer and found results from many countries. But when he searched for China, he found nothing. That moment was his spark. He realized the internet could be the bridge that connected China to the world. When he returned to China, Jack started his first internet business, China Pages. It failed. Most people mocked him. They said the internet would never succeed in China. Investors ignored him, but Jack did not see failure as the end. He saw it as a lesson. He learned that timing and persistence matter more than anything. 1999, Jack gathered 17 friends in his small apartment and shared his dream. He wanted to build an online platform where small businesses in China could sell their products to the world. He called it Alibaba. His friends believed in him, not because the idea sounded easy, but because Jack had the vision and the courage to try. The early days of Alibaba were extremely difficult. Money was short. Investors laughed at him. Competitors were stronger and more powerful. But Jack motivated his team every single day. He told them, "We will make it, because we are young and we never give up." Slowly, Alibaba began to grow by empowering small businesses and focusing on long-term vision. Jack and his team built trust step by step. In 2005, Yahoo invested $1 billion in Alibaba. This was the turning point that gave the company global recognition. From there, Alibaba launched new platforms like Taobao and Alipay that completely reshaped the way people in China did business. By 2014, Alibaba went public on the New York Stock Exchange. It was the largest IPO in history at that time, raising $25 billion. The man who had once been rejected by KFC was now standing on the world stage as the leader of one of the most powerful companies in history. But Jack's story is not only about money or success, it is about resilience and the courage to never quit. He once said, "If you don't give up, you still have a chance. Giving up is the greatest failure." Those words are not just advice, they are the truth of his life. Jack Ma teaches us that rejection is not the enemy. Rejection is the foundation of success. Every failure, every no, every rejection is only preparing you for the moment when your yes finally arrives. The man who failed exams, who was rejected 30 times, who was laughed at by investors, built one of the greatest business empires in the world because he refused to quit. So the next time you face rejection, remember Jack Ma. Remember the boy from Hangzhou who failed in school. Remember the graduate who was rejected by every job he applied to. Remember the man who was laughed at for believing in the internet and still changed the future. Rejection is not the end, it is only the beginning of greatness.